So, my name is Bridget, and I am doing my speech on the stray population crisis. So, in 2022, thus far, there has been a total of 3,712 animals taken in at just one of Sacramento's animal shelters, according to the Front Street Shelter. There is a total of 14 shelters in Sacramento County, so you can imagine the numbers when totaled. These totals are staggering, growing, and since COVID-19, it's only getting worse. Over the years, many have tried to approach this issue with innovative ideas. Low-cost spay-neuter clinics have been developed, and even mobile clinics. These have had a great impact, but the numbers of strays continue to put the shelters at capacity, which often determines their fate, since 71% of cats and 56% of dogs that enter the shelter are euthanized. So today I'd like to talk about the stray population crisis, how it affects us, and what we can do to curb it. There are two major reasons which contributed to the stray population crisis: pet owners not spaying and neutering their pets, and people continuing to buy and breed animals. First, dogs and cats have the ability to have multiple litters per year. According to the Humane Society, one cat and her offspring can have nearly 5,000 kittens in only 7 years. One dog and her offspring can have over 500 puppies in 7 years. Secondly, statistics show just how many of these pets are not spayed or neutered. According to the Humane Society, 20% of pet cats and nearly 30% of pet dogs are not neutered or spayed. Lastly, people continuing to breed and buy animals is only accelerating the crisis. According to snapus.org, 30% of animals in the shelters are purebred. This means after these animals were likely bought intentionally, and now they are homeless. So as you can see, these factors significantly further the crisis. So now that we have looked at some of the major contributions to this crisis, we can take a look at how this crisis is affecting us. Two of the major ways which we are affected are, firstly, dog bites, and secondly, the spread of disease. First, 4.5 million people are bitten by dogs every year in the US. According to the Humane Society, dogs that are not neutered will often roam the streets, pick up disease, and the occurrence of dog bite is much more likely. Furthermore, 80% of dogs that do reflect dominance aggression are not neutered. Lastly, toxoplasmosis is carried in cats and is a dangerous disease when it infects humans. According to the Capitol Public Radio, Sacramento County has over 1,000 stray cat colonies and thus poses a threat to infecting our waterways with toxoplasmosis. Nearly 15% of the US is affected by this disease. As you can see, the population of strays has a major impact on our society. To summarize, we have just covered how this stray population crisis continues to grow and how significantly it affects us. Now we can look at one way to really curb the crisis in our own neighborhood and in turn everywhere else. One of the major ways that you can help beyond not breeding and spaying or neutering your pets is by volunteering. Just 1 day per month. First, volunteers are critical to organizations that are nonprofit. Since nonprofits such as animal shelters are often underfunded, It's not always possible to hire enough help for a growing number of animals that they take in. Lastly, volunteers help improve the quality of care for animals taken in at the shelters. With more hands, the animals can leave the shelters alive and well, since more than half of the cats and dogs end up euthanized. So as you can see, just volunteering 1 day per month in a local shelter can have such a great impact, both on each animal and on the stray population crisis. I myself decided to become a foster mom for rescued kittens during COVID-19. It has been one of the most beautiful things that I've done. So far, I have been able to adopt out 7 amazing kittens that were on the brink of death. So, this opportunity to volunteer not only will create a better and full lives for the animals, but will have a major positive impact on you as well. With 14 shelters in our own county, there is really so much opportunity to help. Even if it's just 1, 2 hours, or even a full day, you can definitely use that opportunity and help out at one of those 14 shelters. So, as Albert Einstein once said, the world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing.